Please welcome Antoinette Robertson.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
I am a genuinely huge fan of Dear White People, and I know some people in the audience may not be familiar with the show, but the title makes it seem like it's a show that's telling white people stories or ideas that emanate from the black world, but really, it's just a story of kids living their lives in college, and many of them happen to be black.
Yeah. It's just a series. The name is meant to articulate the mindset of the minorities of the world, if that makes sense. And the thought process is there are several groups of students, like it follows minorities on their path of like in college. So they figure out like they're navigating racial tensions because there's a blackface party. And after the blackface party, racial tensions get to the utmost high, and these students are just trying to figure out their identity and where they fit in the world and how the world perceives them. So it's just telling our stories.
What I love about your character is you play this powerful, smart woman who comes from a world where for so long she has been mistreated because of the color of her skin, even within the black community. Like, why is Coco so significant just in the name in of itself?
Because her name is Colandria. So in her mind, changing it to Coco made it more acceptable. So if she went in for an interview and they said Colandria, automatically resume in the bin. You know what I mean? Her thought process was, you know, if I can assimilate in some way, shape, or form, that is going to be a means of survival for me in the world that has a tendency to view black people as one thing, and we're all multidimensional beings. So that fact alone has her strive to be the best in her classes, to be articulate, to make sure that she has a level of decorum, especially in the presence of other, being a black face in a white place. So people think that she sells out, and that's not what it is. She's just trying to better herself, and that's the only way that she sees fit.
Were there any parallels between Coco's world and your world in real life as a dark-skinned black woman?
Most definitely. I feel like as a dark-skinned woman, if I'm assertive and I passionately articulate how I'm feeling, people might see me as being aggressive. Or I get called the B word in that regard. Women know that on a whole. Like sometimes we might, you know, be a little apprehensive to say how we feel because of how we might be labeled in a man's world, so to speak. So Coco's just decided, okay, if I polish the things that I say, if I make sure that I make the right moves, if I'm in line with the right people, if I go to the right school, then I'll have the success that I really, really want in life.
When you look at the character and the story, we're moving into season 2 now. I know many people, including myself, are excited for it.
Yeah.
What is your, I guess, what is your greatest joy in playing Coco? What is the thing you're looking forward to in her evolution?
I love that Coco is starting to live her absolute truth, unapologetically so. I feel like we're in a world that wants to put women in this little box, and we should be able to do, say, and be whatever we want, especially like little girls of color who aren't used to not used to seeing the Olivia Popes before they become Olivia Pope. They see like if they're navigating the world and they feel kind of insecure, or based on the fact that the world has this notion that a Eurocentric ideal of beauty is what beauty is. These girls don't see themselves, they don't see a reflection of themselves, and because of that, it gives people a lack of self-esteem. So I feel like with portraying her with grace, even though, you know, she does clap back, don't get it twisted, guys. But you know, articulately so. It feels like, okay, great, you guys can see a woman of color that's not depicted as a stereotype or how the world would want to believe that we're all angry black women.
But giving her the opportunity to be angry if she wants to.
If she wants to be, right, ladies?
Be angry if you want to be happy if you want to be. Always beautiful, always amazing. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Season 2 of Dear White People premieres May 4th on Netflix. Antoinette Robertson, everybody.